So hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Fillers and Filters. So in this channel, I try to talk about language learning, how you can improve your linguistic skills, but also I try to talk about education, so anything related to education, especially these days when parents are forced to help their kids out with their schoolwork. Now, previously I have talked about some tips that you can do to help your kids focus, to help your kids concentrate on what they are supposed to do. Now, in this video, I wanted to talk about character building. So this pandemic that led to the new normal setup in academics has actually given us an opportunity to help our kids build their character more. So the first value that you can teach your kids would be integrity. Now, in the new normal setup, modules are already given in advance. In some schools, in public schools, I think modules for a month are already given in advance. And in private schools, like the school where my kids are attending, they would give modules every week. So it's actually very common for modules to already have answer keys. And it's quite tempting for parents, especially parents who are very busy, to just have the kids copy the answers from the answer key. And you wouldn't really have to spend a lot of time helping your kids out with their schoolwork. But that would definitely have a negative impact on their character building, because early on, you're already teaching them to cheat. Now, in my 10-year experience as an educator, I have always emphasized the value of integrity. Because regardless if you're the smartest person in the whole world, if you do not have integrity, if you wouldn't use your intelligence in the right way, then it will become useless. Now, aside from integrity, we can also teach our kids about perseverance. Now, this is a very challenging time for us and for our kids, because we cannot really deny that complying with school requirements is extra hard or harder right now, because they have limited interaction with their teachers, as opposed to the previous setup where they can freely consult with their teachers and there's the indispensable face-to-face interaction. This is very challenging, and it's easy for your kids to get frustrated. Of course, you may have heard of news about teenagers, kids committing suicide because of the hardships that they encounter in complying with their schoolwork. But actually, you can turn this seemingly negative situation that we are in into a positive experience for your kids. I remember last week when new topics were introduced to the kids. Now, my firstborn was crying because the topic was unfamiliar to him. The topic is something new to him, and he felt like it's something that's hard. Now, humans actually have that fear of the unknown. But we can actually use this situation to teach our kids about perseverance, that regardless if something is hard, that regardless if something requires a lot of effort, but if we put our heart into it and that we do our best, we can practically do anything, we can practically accomplish anything. When our kids get overwhelmed with new topics introduced to them, when they get emotional, when they feel that they can do something, we can actually use that moment to reiterate our confidence in their abilities, our confidence that they can do what they put their heart into. Sometimes teaching doesn't really involve long lectures and outright discussion, but simply by modeling the virtue of patience to our kids, we can actually teach them about patience. Because my firstborn was already crying, it was easy for me to just get mad at him for getting frustrated or for getting intimidated with the new topic introduced to them. But I tried to calm him down, to compose him by telling him to take a deep breath. And I also took a deep breath because it's hard. as we would usually hear, action speaks louder than words. So once we are able to model patience to them, somehow they'll be able to internalize it and adopt it and apply it in their own lives as well. So these are just some of the virtues, the values that we can teach our kids, because not only is this pandemic an opportune time for us to help our kids with their academics, but we can also take advantage of this situation to mold our kids to become better individuals. So hopefully you have learned something from this video. Now, if you actually have comments, suggestions, insights that you wanted to share, feel free to jot them down on the comment section below, and I would definitely appreciate them. So thanks again for watching. Feel free to subscribe and share this video and click that notification bell so that you'll be notified once new content becomes available. Au revoir!